I'm suspecting that a lot of people don't know that VisiData can actually take a stream of data, unlike other data programs. Like, for example, CSV Lens is really cool and fast, but it won't stream data into it. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let's start by simulating some data coming out at a slow pace. We're going to do a for loop in Bash, using a Bash brace expansion there, going from 1 to 9, spitting out some comma separated values, and we're piping it to JQ, this CLI JSON processor. JQ is running unbuffered because we don't want stdio stream buffering. -C compact, meaning one JSON object per line. -uppercase R is raw standard in, because it's not expecting JSON object standard in. We're going to split a string, and let's see if this puts out a nice bunch of JSON objects. It does, one per line, and with that delay there, the sleep 1 is causing that. This is the stream that we want to then pipe to VisiData. We're simulating like a database query or some online streaming source of jsonl. And how does VisiData handle it? Well, very nicely. You see that loading indicator at the bottom right corner there? It knows that standard in is open and there's data to be read until there isn't. And then it essentially notifies you there isn't, and there's the data right there. So let's do something more interesting. How about running an actual database query? Looking at the MySQL man page, we'll see that it's going to by default escape 4 characters, a new line, a tab, a null byte, and the escape character itself. Well, we can just unescape these, right? That's witchcraft. Or it's just Python. Yeah, it's just Python. Look, there's a little script that I made, and we're going to unescape the 4 characters. You can see it right there. And we're going to encode it in JSON, but of course Python will just do it all for us using all the built-in features. And here it's spitting out the jsonl. So let's run a query now against a well-known MySQL database. Many people will know the user database. And we're piping it to our new fancy Python script. And that while loop there is a very raw, unfiltered while read. And then the output is also very raw and unfiltered. 2 seconds sleep intermingled with that data, piped to VisiData. And what happens? Let's run this query through this pipeline here. Can VisiData handle it? Yep. And so many people will recognize this user table who have experience with MySQL, and it loads just perfectly fine. How cool is that? So what else can we talk about? We talk about some bonus footage I have here. Now, what are you going to use a data viewer for anyway? Well, just the other day I coded an xmltv to JSON converter because I thought, why don't I look at some xmltv data in VisiData? I have to convert it to JSON first. I'm using XML Starlet, which is sort of like JQ but for XML. And check out this function that is relatively new to JQ. Right in the middle of the screen there, that index and join, it has SQL style joins, but for JSON, not database stuff. So I ran this and generated a nice JSON representation of xmltv data, and now I get to view it. And how cool is that? So if you found this interesting, can you let me know? And other than that, I just hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.